Takeoff and Quavo just dropped a single together called Hotel Lobby under the name Unc and Few. And for people out there who don't know, Quavo is Takeoff's uncle. Don't ask me how, it just is.
No, no, no. I want you to stop for. Hold on. I want you to stop for a second. I'm gonna tell you
Okay,
exactly how that works.
go ahead.
My nephew Rich is upstairs right now in the guest room. He flew in from Phoenix late last night. He's here for a conference for his job this weekend. Now, my two oldest siblings are my two oldest sisters who are 11 and 10 years older than me. That would put them in their 50s because I am 40. Rich is 35 years old. I'm 40. That's my nephew. He's upstairs.
Ah,
Me and him was up till 4 o'clock in the morning, sipping on like so he been living in Phoenix since he graduated from college. So he like brought in some West Coast ass beer last night that we was drinking. But that's how those situations happen in black families, in case you were wondering. Because like
ah,
I'm living close to it now. Right.
I love it. But
Right.
they grew up with each other. I don't even know the age difference between Quavo and Takeoff. Somebody in the chat probably will look it up, or maybe Cooper look it up while I'm talking. But
I'll look it up.
they've always clearly been close. And it's funny when you talk about the whole bad and bougie thing, and I think DJ Academic and Joe Button made this whole thing popular about the fact that Takeoff got left off bad and bougie. But anybody who follows the Migos knows Quavo and Takeoff were kind of carrying the group for a very long time. When Offset was away, he was locked down doing a short little bit, whatever it happens. They held him down. And they have proven over time, especially the first couple of mixtapes and actually in the past couple of years, that they can drop records without Offset. And this song, again, is more proof of it. Hotel Lobby's hard. And I know when
Mhm.
we talked about Culture 3, we were talking about the lack of chemistry. And
Terrible.
we were talking about how chemistry was a big part of what the Migos do. And this right here is the chemistry. And I hate to say it, and I don't know what's going on over there per se. And there's rumors that Offset unfollowed, Takeoff and
Mhm.
Quavo on social media. Same thing with Cardi B. She unfollowed him too. I don't know if that's how groups break up nowadays, but this
Right.
right here is the chemistry. And you could tell that on Culture 3, Offset was kind of like offset, for lack of a better term.
No, no.
But yeah,
Very.
these guys sound good together. I want to hear more of this. I'm down to hear a whole project with Takeoff and Quavo if it's gonna sound like the chemistry that I heard on this record.
No.
Because Culture 3, the reason why I didn't like Culture 3 is because of the lack of chemistry.
No. No. And you had a reason to kind of feel that way about that, and I was right. Comparable situation like me and my nephew Rich, Quavo and Takeoff are 3 years and 2 months apart in age, and
Wow.
so Quavo probably has an older sibling like I do. You know what I'm saying? And Rich is my second oldest sister. That's her firstborn son that's upstairs.
Okay.
So I'm 40, he's 35. So it's the same family situation going on. We from the hood. We from Youngstown on our side of this family. They from North Side. Matter of fact, you want to know what's funny about this? These dudes, like Migos know my older brothers. They're from the crack. My older brothers used to get down up in the crack where
Okay.
Migos is from. Like they know them. Like a lot of their early style and stuff actually come from my brother Rico North.
That's what's up, man. And I've said this on this show before. I think that Quavo, in my personal opinion, is one of the best group leaders that we've seen in hip hop,
I'm
especially in
going.
recent times.
I'm going to step back with you on that because look at everything that's been happening pretty much since Culture One. I can't call him a great group leader because, like, to be honest with you, Culture Two and Culture Three have been big, big problems. And you want to know what I thought about today? For everything that you just said about Offset, you remember what I said about Offset in this whole situation when all this happened?
I don't remember. Refresh my memory.
So I brought up the fact that a man when he gets married, he leaves his mother and father, and he does what? So his allegiance is not to these guys anymore. It's
No.
not. And also too, just business wise, like faith and life wise, he's not tied to them anymore. Okay, he's not. That's not the way it goes. But also too, well, when you're with her, you're splitting the bag two ways in the same house as opposed to three ways in separate houses. What would you rather do as a man as you get older?
And
Just truthfully.
she brings in a lot.
Now,
Do you
and she
remember?
brings
Hold,
her.
hold, do you remember when he got harassed by the police? I think it was out in L.A. or something.
Yep,
And
yep, that's about her.
no, you heard what Offset said. He was like, "Do you know who my wife is?" or something like that, or something to
Oh, that's
that.
what I'm saying. Even a lot of that attention is about her, though. That's what I'm saying.
It's like, he is. I mean, and I say this respectfully. It is what it is. Like, even ASAP Rocky, the dope career that he has, he's viewed in mainstream media as
It's
Rihanna's
Rihanna.
boyfriend.
Yeah, that's
So
Rihanna's dude.
Offset is Cardi B's husband now. You know what I mean? Like, it's what it is.
All, splitting the bag two ways in one home is more financially and economically savvy than splitting it three ways in three different homes. And plus, there's the religious and biblical aspect of what you do when you get married to a woman. Now, here is something that people aren't talking about in this. Because here's the thing about it, everybody keeps, and you brought this up, does it sound better chemistry wise with him out of the fold? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But you want to know who else is out of the fold that we're not talking about? Sweetie.
Yeah. No, it's real.
She's out of the fold too. Why is nobody making mention of that? See how
You're
we
right.
turn it on with Cardi B?
You're
Well,
right.
guess what? She popped up right around the time
You're
when
right.
they started making whack shit. And we all know
I didn't think about that. You are 100% right.
we all know who's really running this group and who's the real creative force behind this group. Now, funny how when he's removed from her for an amount of time, they start popping back up with shit that sounds like shit that they were making before when? Before
Sweetie
he came around.
Yeah.
So I don't want to put this all on Cardi B and Offset. My thoughts in terms of the chemistry being problematic is more towards, well, who's been affected the most? The guy who really comes up with all the creative juice. Well, he's the one that went through a breakup and is removed from it for some time now.
Yeah, I mean, because there is no Migos song without Quavo on it. Like, you got a lot of you got Migos songs with Quavo and Offset. You got Migos songs with Quavo and Takeoff, but there's no Migos songs with Takeoff and Offset. So yeah, he is the engine.
So we need to be talking more about Sweetie not being there and less about Cardi and Offset being happily married and doing their business thing. Because what I will tell you is that Cardi only has one album, but guess who's on there with her? Migos, with the second single on there, Dripping.
Yeah.
So what's going on chemistry-wise could have more to do with what was going on in Quavo's personal life than Offset's.
You might be right. AK's the Curtains with the super chat says, how do y'all feel about Don Tripp? I like Don Tripp.
Mm-hmm.
This is the other thing I was gonna say, man. Here's my prediction. I think that the next phase of Migos is probably gonna be this Unk and Few project, and they might continue to do some things like that, and I like it. And I think that the next thing for Offset is I think him and Cardi B, in my personal opinion, I think they're gonna do a family reality show similar to what Tiny and T.I. did, and I think it's gonna be very entertaining. They already graced the cover of Essence magazine with their whole family, and so I think that is the next phase there, because I don't think Cardi B's making any more albums. I think that she's going straight to television.
Soundtrack it out if you're going to do it. Make some music to go with it. That's one thing that I really haven't been seeing. I see people doing these reality shows about their careers while they don't do like any career stuff. Offset and Cardi are still viable enough to do records together to accompany any outside ventures. Like and when I'm saying that, I'm saying bankroll it yourself and eat off of it yourself. Because her name is big enough that if they do something like that, well, bankroll the musical side of it yourself and reap the benefits of it. Do your own, theme song. Let the backdrop for when the scenes are coming on. Let the backdrop for the music be y'all's music. You get what I'm saying? Like, get paid on it on every aspect and every level. True.
I think that the music. Do you see Cardi coming with a new album? And do you see Offset coming with a solo album?
What I'm saying is if they're going to do a show, they're going to need theme music, right? Every time these shows come on, there's theme music playing about when the show starts and about when the scenes get cut on, right? At least create your own theme music.
Man, theme music it's very tough to make theme music in rap where it's not corny. I think the Fresh Prince of Bel Air made a all time great theme song, um, rap song. But let's be real, that theme song's kind of corny, right?
No, it's pretty great.
I think the best theme song that we've seen in rap might be "Living Single." That wasn't corny.
It's
I
not
mean, if
better
we
than
talking
Fresh
about
Prince.
for song,
It's not corny, but it's not better. It's not as
Living
memorable.
Singles. No, no, no. The Living Single theme song's better than the Fresh Prince of Bel Air theme
It's
song.
not. No, it's not.
Come on.
No, it's
I
not.
pulled up to my house about 7. Come on, man.
People
I
know
mean,
the
I think
words,
you're
man.
judging it on the show. Of course, the show stands on its own, and the theme song is
Story,
iconic in that way. But it's
from
not
West
better than the Living
Philadelphia,
Single theme
born and
song.
raised on the playground is where I spent most of my days, chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool. Outside of the when one
It's
day,
the delivery, it's the production as a song. Come on. People
I
saying
might,
the Wayans
I like
Brothers,
the
that's
beat. I
electric
like the
relaxation.
beat better. I like the beat the better to the living single.
Keep your head up, boy. Keep your head up. That's right. Wherever
Oh,
there's something, you gotta fight with my homegirl standing to my left and my right. True blue, tight like glue. Come on, man. She just
you
made a
know what?
better. That's a
You wanna
better
know,
song.
I'm gonna give you that, and we're gonna transition into Che Noir's brilliant album on that regard.
All right, let's
Since we
do
were
that.
up last week. Yeah,
So Shay Noir dropped "Food for Thought" some months back. We didn't get to it. So much going on in hip hop, and you guys have been requesting us to talk about this album. And yes, this is definitely something we should have been talking about. Now let
and
me
that,
get to these super chats real quick before we get into this album. Mad Max says 50 got the best theme song for Power. That's a
no,
classic theme song for a show. That's a great song. I will say that.
no, it's not. I do not like
That
that at
song
all.
is fire. No,
It's
the Power theme song is fire. I can't front, man.
No, it is not. You think the Power theme song is
Yeah,
fire?
you don't like 50. I don't think people in the room know that Coop's really not a big 50 Cent fan. DeCarlo said Power's theme song is better than all of that. Yeah.
No, no, it's not. That's not true. It's not that I don't like 50. I love Get Rich or Die Trying. It's just that everything else is ass.
The Boondocks theme song. That's another good one
You
too.
want to know it? And it's like, I don't know what, I don't like the way that he trolls people either. You know what I'm saying? Because it's
Here he
like,
goes.
no. Here's another thing. It's like, no. Be a real fighter and beat people when they at their best standing up. Don't kick people when they down. That's
Yeah, I
sucking.
don't like that either. Yeah.
Yeah, he does suck a nigga shit. So it's like, no, I don't care for him because it's like, well, you the type of dude from the project that kicks people when they down, which means you was never the toughest guy in the neighborhood. You a fake tough guy. Be a real tough guy.
Mad Max says then the Boondocks one was crazy too. Yeah.
You know the Boondocks.
Okay.
Boondocks.